that we're going to be that we're going to be handing out is going to be Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. Yeah, let's
Okay.
start with Rookie of the Year.
All
Keith
right.
says, I don't remember my picks, but I think a lot of them are not champs anymore.
Oh, man.
Classic.
I think Keith picked Matt Serra for one of them. So we'll see if he. All right. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, let's do it. Rookie of the Year. This fighter debuted this year in May and has already had 3 fights. Most fighters barely scratch 3 fights in the whole year. This guy did it in half the year. He also started with a loss, but it was a short notice loss.
Oh, we
And
picked the same guy.
it was a short notice loss, and but he looked really good in the loss. And since then, he's on a 2-fight finish streak with a triangle armbar in the first round over Gavin Tucker and a first-round knockout over Pat Sabatini. The debut was against Evloev. And it is.
Can we say the name at the same time then?
Yeah, let's do it.
1, 2, 3. Diego Lopez.
Yeah,
absolutely, dude. Yeah,
so good. What a year, man. Because, like, he steps in and everybody's clowning on him for the chest tattoo and the haircut. And it's like,
rightfully so.
Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Rightfully so. But don't be fooled because he goes out there on, 2 weeks' notice or 3 weeks' notice or something like that against Evloev, a murderer. And he gives him a run for his money, ultimately losing, but had him, almost finished a couple times. And then everyone's like, oh, this guy's actually Alexa Grasso's jiu-jitsu coach, which maybe came into play this year also. And then since then, he's just on a tear. He's got a submission win and then a knockout, and everybody wants to see more of him. By far, in my opinion, the bet. Some people are like, oh, Bo Nickel, the Rookie of the Year. And it's like, what did Bo Nickel do?
And I knew it because taking a look, I was looking through my options, right? And I saw Bo Nickel. I'm like, look, he's coming in with a lot of hype. Right, he's won his first 2 fights in the UFC. First one through submission, which we all expected, right, with the wrestling. But then the second one with his hands. He let those hands go.
But
yeah.
The first one, he was struggling to get the takedown until he kneed Pickett in the nuts, and then while he was complaining to the ref, he got the takedown. So there's a little bit of a caveat there. The second one was against a 2 days noticed landscaper in Val Woodburn. So, he made his UFC debut on 2 days notice.
He does landscaping?
Yeah, he's a landscaper. And I mean that with no disrespect to Val Woodburn, but if you compare Bo Nickel or to landscapers, right? But if you compare Bo Nickel to Diego Lopez, Diego fought Evloev, Gavin Tucker, and Sabatini. Bo Nickel kneed Pickett in the nuts and fought a guy who was working in someone's yard the day prior. You know what I mean? It's just not comparable. It's just not.
Yeah. No, I got you. And look, to your point, right, we see a lot of these guys that get called up last minute for their debut against these absolute killers because there's not too many people that say, yeah, I'll take this fight on short notice against Evloev. Anybody that's already in the UFC, they're like, why risk it? I'm going to go up against an absolute killer with no training camp? Nah. So you have somebody like a Diego Lopez, he's an opportunity. They step in, and you'll see him just, get murked real quick. And they're like, hey, at least they got a 2 or 3 fight contract out of it. But with this one, it felt different. After the end of the fight, we're like, man, we got something in Diego Lopez. There's something here, dude.
And then you're like, is it a Lando Venata situation where he showed out in his short notice debut against Tony Ferguson, but we don't really know if he's gonna continue. Everyone was like, dude, this guy's he's gonna put him in the top 5. This guy's incredible. And then he struggled a lot after that. Still fun fights, always fun fights with Lando, but he never really got over that hump. Whereas now Diego Lopez, I was cautious. I was like, yeah, he looked really good, but Evloev maybe, didn't take him seriously, didn't know who he was, all this stuff. So let's see what he does from here. And then he's got 2 first-round finishes over names. So it's like, no, he is legit. He's
legit. And I think the thing that we also have to remember is that going into the UFC, he was 21-5.
Yeah.
So, he was a rookie in the UFC, but dude's been fighting for a minute, and he definitely, you could definitely see it when he's in the octagon, just how comfortable he feels in there, both off his back, on the ground, and striking as well. He's just an exciting fighter, man.
Yeah, very fun. And I like it. It brings me back to middle school.
I am looking forward to this next year with Diego Lopez, man. Yeah, his hair just reminds me. What's that one song that's been going around social media for all the
I don't
emo
know.
kids? It's like,
Oh, I
cause
don't know.
tonight will be the night.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, yeah,
Oh,
dude, that's all I can
100%,
think
dude.
of. It's that hair.
Yeah. He looks like Tom DeLonge, dude. He, like, looks like him too physically. The singer from Blink-182.
Awesome, dude. So awesome. All right,
Regen
man.
says, "Read my palms, please." He said, "Anyone who had Strickland as their pick for the end of the year needs to become a damn psychic."
For real. For
Keith
real.
said, "I thought Triple C would have beat Aljo, so didn't really expect O'Malley and Strickland, to be honest." Well, we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out. But rookie of the year, Diego Lopez, very fun.
Very fun. Hey everybody, Romero and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description, and it's going to be on screen at the end here. Don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It goes a long way. All right, everybody, thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.